Okay, here's the home page for the orange documentation. There's a little a little page for each one of the uh, elements that you can use in Orange. Uh, it's really good to look at each page and understand what each of the uh, dialog boxes and the buttons mean, so you can understand the tool and know what you're working with. And it's good to look at the example that they give for each widget, so you can test it out in Orange. So that's actually what I'm going to do today. And we're going to go open up Orange here, and then we're going to build a little classification tester, and we'll test out a couple different classification schemes. So you can see Orange is opening up, and so we'll look at it. So here we are in Orange, and what we're going to look at. So first we'll bring out a file, and then we're going to actually want a classification, a test learner, and this will help us test out a couple different classifiers. So we will try naive Bayes versus, how about a classification tree? We'll do that, and maybe one more we'll try out, SVM. Put those on there. Now, let's see, we have to get this to, no, that's wrong. I have to get this hooked up to here, and this guy to here, and this guy to here. So those are three classifiers. We hook them up to the test learner. We hook up our input file to each of our classifiers, and also to our test learner. We can open up and see which file, which data we've got. We've got the zoo. Let's just start with something simple. We'll do iris. Okay, and it just reloaded. So that when you do the reload, you can actually see it's running the three classifiers. So now you've got a test learner, but you wanted to see what the result was. So let's look at the confusion matrix, and this will tell us what our classifiers have done right and what they've gotten wrong. So here we can see we're looking at naive Bayes. Let's look at proportions of true, and then we will be correct with. So for naive Bayes, we can see that it got 100% of the iris setosa, 86% of iris versicolor, 90% of the iris virginica. So it didn't do too bad, but how did it do versus classification tree? Well, classification tree did a little bit better on that versicolor and virginica, 94% there. How about SVM? SVM also did a little bit better, and just equally as well, almost equally as well as classification tree. So the nice thing is we can say, well, let's try a different type of data file. So we'll try, I think this is contact lens database, and you can see it running the evaluation. It's done. We can open up, and again, proportions of true, and so we can see naive Bayes is now hitting about 70–80%. Did pretty well there. How about classification trees? Yeah, it did slightly better for some of the examples. How about SVM? Not so good for this one. So maybe we should try some different data sets, and we should definitely evaluate why why SVM isn't doing as well as some of the others. Maybe naive Bayes is a little bit more resilient, so we can try that. But here's just a good way to play around with your data and try to understand and test out some different classification schemes and look at the results. Thanks, bye.